you appreciate and acknowledge someone and to spread positivity and to look for the strength in the other person. Even the members, they are also feeling happy because my group, I have kept some commandments because there is no religion, no politics. Just, this is a platform to share and, like growing together. So you just grab the opportunity and you be calm, and then you must never miss the opportunity to help others. That I always believe in that. To make a difference, you don't have to be brilliant and extraordinary and beautiful and perfect. You just have to make the other person feel that I care for you.
Hello and welcome to Turning Point. I'm Raj Sukumaran Nair, CEO of Arthashastra. Empowering a woman is empowering a family. In this age, in the 21st century, we see a lot of women entrepreneurs, a lot of women who are contributing to the betterment of society. We also call them social entrepreneurs. Today we have with us Rupa George, a social entrepreneur who, as a philosophy, wants to make a change in society by empowering women and children. Rupa, welcome to Turning Point.
Thank you so much.
Let's start the show by just understanding a little bit about yourself. Please, can you tell us about your background, where you come from?
I come from a family business background, and I'm really very happy and proud to say that we are the oldest and still surviving bus service in Kerala, which my grandfather and brothers started at 1932, in the year 1932. So at present, my father is running the bus service. And
that's
and
the second generation now.
Yeah.
Which is running the show,
bus
and
service.
you, as a third generation, you are also involved.
No, my brother is involved, and also we have a cast iron factory called Mailvahanam Industries in Shornur, which is manufacturing domestic, cookware like the dosha plate and appam plate. And so it's all of cast iron, and also and you know that it's very healthy when compared to the non-stick, and also it's manufacturing agricultural implements. So I'm coming from family business background, and also married to my husband is also a seafood exporter. A company called Baby Marine International, started in the year 1969 by my father-in-law KC Nainan. So again, it's a family business because my father-in-law and my husband and brother is managing, and I'm also part of the business. So this is my business background. And we also have a restaurant called Asian Kitchen by Tokyo Bay at Cochin Club. And I'm also a Bharatanatyam artist, and I've performed in a lot of art promoting stages like the Palakkad Swaralaya and for Doordarshan, and also several cultural centers and folklore centers, and also actively into social work now.
Can you give us a small brief on the social work that you are involved with?
Yes. Social work, I have concentrated basically with schools, and that to government schools. And for the government schools, I am leading a campaign called Bin It India campaign, that is to save our environment and to create love for nature and plants. So this I have covered in more than, I think, 200 schools in Ernakulam district. And so this campaign, how I execute is by, distributing cleanliness posters, nature-friendly posters, and also to teach them how to make, wealth out of waste, because now the culture is mostly like use and throw. So there is no value for things. So how we can, all the waste that we throw, and how to create wealth. And I have given examples of the Chekuti presented by Lakshmi, like so many things, so many models. And also, see, no nature means no future. So conserving and protecting nature is our duty, and especially for the coming generation, because now we all know that we are facing the threat, because every year Kerala is faced with landslide and so much of nature fury. So we have to protect nature, and I always tell the students, to celebrate their birthdays meaningfully by planting trees. By some vegetables, or suppose they are 10 years, they can plant 10 plants. So like that, so like that only we can create the love for nature, and only the change we can some positive change only through children and only through schools. So I have concentrated in schools that Bin It India campaign for the protection of nature, and the second campaign is Kindness Diary. Kindness Diary means to create an attitude of gratitude. So gratitude to and also to instill values in children. You appreciate and acknowledge someone, and to spread positivity, and to look for the strength in the other person, not the critical and judgmental. Just, life is so simple. So appreciate small things. So Kindness Diary. So each children, they will write what all good deeds they did, and the school will, I have requested the schools to keep a kindness bucket, and they will, each child, whatever kind deeds they did that week, they will put in the bucket, and based on the teacher's review, I will give the Student of the Month award. So I personally go and acknowledge and appreciate their good deeds.
So what was the inspiration that led you to the social service?
Yeah.
What was the driving force, or what was the turning point?
Turning point means, see, I have always felt the need and necessity to add value to others in whatever way. See, suppose, for example,
where did you get that particular value? Where did you get it from? Is it from somebody in your family, your friend circle? Where did you get that value from?
Actually, I have seen my mother is a very active social worker, and my father's mother, my grandmother, they were all actively helping society and contributing, and also trying to be part of the answer. If you're not part of the answer, then we are the problem. No? So I have seen that in my childhood, how they were all trying to be part of the answer, that is part of the solution. So working and for the betterment of all, because in Shornur also there was this one tribe called Kumbara tribe who were making this designer terracotta pots out of clay. So my mother took the lead role in uplifting them, and she even managed to get them exported. So I was watching all this, and my grandmother also was actually the backbone of the family, supporting the family and supporting my grandfather, and whatever way she could, she was always so constructive, and she was always trying to see the positive side of life, even though unpleasant things happen, and even though challenges happen, they were all, trying to be part of the answer and trying to add value. See, so that thinking was always there in me, how you can add value. See, even I'm living in an apartment here in Tevra. So I always think how I can be of use to my neighbors, how I can be a blessing. See, then only a blessing is a blessing. Only if it is of relevance to others, only if it is contributing. So I have, like as I said, always, they were all trying to be givers, not takers. Give. Like that.
Yeah, obviously. So this has come from your family, your mother and your grandmother.
Yes,
you've seen that,
yes.
And that is what has inculcated in yourself.
Yeah, and I have also supporting husband also.
Yeah, so that is what I wanted to come, because you have so many things on your plate. How's the family support, and how is it that they are encouraging you?
Yes, because my family, my husband's support is very, very important, because when I talked about the childhood days, I got married at the age of 21, and now it's been 21 years since we are married. So half we can say. So my husband is really the backbone, and he's also offering his selfless support, and my children are also supportive. My in-laws have also contributed. So I have a strong support system which I cannot deny. So that also, and they are actively encouraging me actually because it's a huge time investment, all these coordinations and all that. So
yes, you will not be available for a lot of time.
So even though I am in the house,
you're not there in the house.
So mostly coordination. So
that is great, because obviously without a support system like that, it will be very difficult to chase a passion which you are going down.
Yes.
So what is it that encourages you, and what are the challenges that you face in the line of work that you're doing?
What encourages me means, see, whatever we do, see, now I have this social empowerment platform for women called the Rupa George Circle in WhatsApp, and in other 7 districts of Kerala like Kottayam, Kollam, Trivandrum, Thrissur, then Kannur, Palakkad, and all these districts. It's all women platform in WhatsApp and in Telegram and in FB and Insta. And all the social media platforms, I have tried to use them for the betterment of the society. And this is a forum actually to discuss ideas about children, about education, about hobbies, about pets, and to ask for leads and recommendations about online tuitions, whatever. So whatever all these women need, and also about product reviews. So recently in my group, there was reviews about air fryer and robotic, the vacuum cleaner, like all women, what all they want to know. Support system. Yeah. And a lot of webinars also now happening, because last month it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we had webinars conducted by leading oncologists from Caritas and RCC Trivandrum. So, and also Nestle had also conducted a cooking workshop. So like lot of things happening in my groups. So
people from different professions and different line of activities.
Yeah, from different walks of life. And as you said, what encourages me is, most of the women, they were, homemakers, but then they turned to entrepreneurs after joining my group. So that is really an encouragement, what you can do, because you give a man a fish, you can feed him for a day, and you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And social work should always be like, in your presence, the other person will be good, but then in your absence, it should continue. Otherwise, there is no
That's
point.
The difference that you make.
Yeah, because like otherwise, like, it will be like, putting band-aid for the society. Whole day you will be putting band-aid, but there is no...
Band-aid to a fracture. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
So what are the results that you're seeing in the women who are part of your group, the children that you're supporting in schools? What are the changes that you're seeing, and what?
Yeah, for the children, as I said, I'm actively connected with schools, and after the lockdown, I was able to successfully give about more than 50 television sets through my circle only again.
All right. This was funds were generated internally as well.
Because how I put the lead is, I am basically a facilitator. That's the role which I take. Because this is not an NGO or nothing like that, because my passion, and that's the sole reason for behind the social work. So I'm basically taking the role of a facilitator, and I just give the number of the school headmaster or headmistress, and the name of the school and the requirement, and that person from the group contacts directly, and they give the television or whatever help like that. So like that, we were in the month of June, we were successful in giving more than 50 television sets,
especially during the online classes
for the government schools, because it's the classes, the online education is done through Victor's channel. So like that it's very, very rewarding. And then whatever, like, the sincere request and appeal for medical treatment, or whatever request I'm getting, the response is very, very rewarding.
That is the satisfaction.
That is the satisfaction.
That is your payback.
That
in terms of
really
the happiness which is being spread to that community.
Yes.
Is your payback.
Yeah, and they also, even the members, they are also feeling happy, because my group, I have kept some commandments, because there is no religion, no politics. Just, this is a platform to share and, like growing together. So no threats, no bullying, no being judgmental and criticizing. Just, encourage and promote.
Only positive.
Yes.
It's a giver's gain platform.
Yes. And encouraging and supporting and, helping others grow. So, and then, actually then everybody, they want to feel, they want to be in my group, because I get, like every 1 hour I can say, request in my WhatsApp, please add me, like that.
Right. So the numbers are keeping on adding.
Numbers are increasing, and now even some of my friends also have offered to help me to manage the group, because I said it's becoming very big. Right. So I have even given up my WhatsApp groups, because I told the coaching circle was increasing by 13, 14 like the groups WhatsApp. Oh. So like, so this one-man show is now difficult. So I have requested, so some of my friends have offered their, really kind-hearted help to manage my group.
And they are also meeting online anyway.
Yes, online. So I want to, take this FB group to another higher level. And I am also talking to some of my friends, how to go about it. Yes.
So what you're spreading basically is emotions about positivity,
Positivity,
about helping,
so spreading happiness actually,
happiness.
and then also and boosting their self-confidence and taking them away from all the negativity. And now and also I feel post the lockdown, lot of people are struggling with mental health, and they have no forum to to express their emotions and all that. So even they can post like in like anonymous, they can share their problems in that name. And so there is some forum now like to ask for opinion, like what to do, like that. So this is a good
That's a fantastic platform, because if you can help one person to come out of a problem,
yes,
that much
and
is
there
done.
is a solution for everything. That's what I feel. And so we just have to be calm and then open our eyes, and then you will surely come to the solution. So but then most of us, I think we just give up because we are so much buried in the problem, and we lose the solution, and we just miss it. Then
You also are involved in dance.
dance also.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mudra
So how do you
dance
find
also.
time for all this? I mean, it's quite a handful.
See, that actually that we will find time if we really have the passion and that necessity. As I said, necessity is the mother of invention. If you really want to do something, you will find time. And then I think this is also a therapy, because any person, I feel, we must find our driving force, whether it is music or dance or instruments or gardening or craft or whatever, painting, some driving force to the main career where we get that energy. There should be some energizer and stress buster also. So that, I think, dance is really an energizer for me.
All right.
So that's also a therapy, and also we
And
can
also the happiness when you see
ourselves.
you see the happiness in the children or the
Yes.
beneficiaries which you're working with.
Yes.
That is another energizer for you.
Energizer, yes. So all this, so there is no ready-made formula. Even if you attend a lot of courses and all that, see, they can only bring the horse to the river. They cannot make you drink. So that is our decision,
to come
whether to
from
drink or
within.
not. So
It has to come from within.
come from within. Yeah. So,
What is your message to young women, young wannabe entrepreneurs, wannabe social entrepreneurs? What is your message to young women out there?
that is, if you have really dreams, then you must go after the dreams, not after people, because people will say this and that. And rule number one, as I said, is you cannot please everybody. So finally, you have to listen to your conscience and go after your passion, because you are walking this planet only once. So, and give maximum. So the more you give, the more you receive. I always believe in that. So, and what you give, what you will receive that also. So you give happiness and spread joy, and you will get that. And then never lose, that wonder effect. You must, that also I feel we must always, learn, unlearn and relearn. And, we must have that very open and receptive mind. And wherever you go, appreciate the small things, like even in the case of gratitude. Suppose you get a good car parking, or suppose you get a happy check-in to the hotel. Let us appreciate the small things instead of going and searching for the bigger things, because all these small things give you immense joy. Then there is nothing like the perfect situation and perfect, and waiting for things to be ready. Then, because I find most people saying like that, I also want to do like this, but then now children are there, husband is a lot of excuses. So never rely on, never do that, because life goes away in a blink of an eye. You are gone. So, and now especially everything is uncertain. So, and I find also visiting, a lot of senior members, they have more regrets to share than what they have accomplished. What they say is, oh, I could have done that, I could have done, but I missed it. Oh, then I had this, always excuse. But life is like that. There is no ready-made, everything okay situation, nothing like that. Only amidst the worst challenges, you bring your best. So you just grab the opportunity and you be calm, and then you must never miss the opportunity to help others. That I always believe in that. So whether it is a kind word, whether it is some encouragement, because recently after the lockdown, I did the Be the Reason for a Smile campaign. Be the Reason for a Smile. That is acknowledging and appreciating the caregivers and healthcare providers. The campaign was sponsored by Mass India, so it was a huge huge chocolate distribution to the hospitals and doctors and nurses and police and media and sanitation workers. And along with that, I did a campaign called A Rose of Mercy, appreciating and acknowledging the beautiful women, like, especially especially the women who were above 60, and now they are all socially very much isolated and lonely. So I had personally visited their houses and, to spread some positivity and good cheer, giving them.
That made a lot of difference for them at that particular day.
Yeah. So all these moments, as you said, as I was talking to you, see, to make a difference, you don't have to be brilliant and extraordinary and beautiful and perfect. You just have to make the other person feel that I care for you. Only see that thinking, if you can give the other person, I am there for you and I really care for you. So that is really priceless. Only when you do that, you will experience that. So giving that
experience is the joy that you get.
Yeah, that joy. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, giver's gain is a philosophy that Rupa George is carrying, and that makes a difference in a lot of people's life. Women who are looking at starting their own businesses, looking at contributing to the society, this is an excellent value to carry. When you give into others, others will give into you. The pleasure that you give and see the reaction of the difference that you're making in a life goes a long way. Rupa George, thank you very much for coming. All the very best for all your activities. We hope to see you in many, many more roles coming forward. There will be definitely support from people who believe in this philosophy. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you.